So here we are, guys. We are in the dev server again, and we just had the data mines for today's update, of course, made by Zabi, so thank you, and you can help him with the link in the description with his coffee. So, of course, when I do the videos talking about the changes that we had in the dev server, normally I don't know every single change that happened. I try to find it. I normally go about an hour or two just trying to find new stuff, but it's really hard. I'm not a data miner, but normally I'm doing the video like showing the most important changes, and then in the data mine video we can try to take a look on the minor things that got changed. So we're gonna do that, okay? If you want to help the channel, you can with the link in the description with PayPal. We are almost buying the new GPU, so if you want to help it out, link is in the description, okay? So the first thing is that the Mitsubishi F-2, guys, yeah, it got its model for the pilot removed. What does that mean? Well, before it was actually using the MCS helmet, which was a helmet that has a helmet mounted display, but now it doesn't have that anymore. What does that mean? Well, probably the F2 won't have a helmet mounted display, okay? I don't know if this is right or wrong. I honestly don't know, so not gonna get into the realistic part of things, historical part of things, but you can see that they changed the pilot, so now it's just a more normal Cold War pilot from the US. That's the model that they're using, right? So no HMD for the F2. This is kind of a confirmation of that, right? Because if he had the model, I saw a lot of comments even talking about this, that if he remained with the helmet, he would probably would get it, right? But it didn't. Another change that they did to the F2, now with the radar of the F2, is that they completely changed the way that the radar works. So now you have four modes. You have TWS, median PRF. You can detect aircraft with this, with the median PRF, so targets that are a little bit closer but in higher aspects, basically. You have TWS HDN, which increases the range of the radar, but of course it creates a problem when targets are moving away, or you know, it just doesn't see them. Because of that, the high PRF modes are not good for side aspect, rear aspect shots, and of course it has a minimum range to work. And then it has TWS GMTI and TWS GMTI. It's a wording error over here, a bug. But the first one would be a proper TWS GMTI, so it will check targets that are moving around on the ground. And the second mode is actually a C mode that you can actually get ships, basically. So it doesn't have the proper name yet, but as you see, it's basically a ground mode that you can only detect ships. As you see, it's detecting every single one of them. And you could, with this, fire the missile. I am not able to fire the missile because once I try to get a lock on, for some reason, it doesn't work properly. So it's kind of weird. So it might be a bug here, but at least we know how it will be. So basically you can change what target you want to fire on, and then you will lock them up and fire the missile. Again, it's not, you know, working properly. It doesn't like to lock the target for some reason. See, it just blinks, and then because of that I cannot fire the missile. But you get the point, right? So basically this is how it's gonna be. Still work in progress, but yeah, a new ground radar mode, whatever you want to call it, for the F2, which is pretty interesting. They improved it as well, the radar of the RB98, right? Or basically the RBS98, which is the surface-to-air missile launcher of the Swedish, right? The IRIS-T launcher, as you can see. So now the radar can go up to 70 degrees, as you see on the left side there. If we go to this side screen, you can see on this left side of the radar there, you can see that the maximum amount of angle upwards, it's 70 degrees, which is pretty good. The width, because of that, increased it, of course. So in a general sense, you will be able to see targets that are flying almost 90 degrees upwards, which is pretty interesting, isn't it? Like, let me fire. There you go. 3 missiles, 3 launches, 3 kills. So yeah, you can fire on targets that are flying very high up, as you see, because you can detect them with your radar, which is pretty good. So a buff to this system. And then another change to AA system was basically the elevation limit for the slam ram. So before it was basically just clipping around. Now it is fixed, as you see, so the degrees and everything work better. It shouldn't be clipping anything with these angles. So yeah, very cool. Small fixes here and there that they are doing so that we can see the actual update coming very soon. So if you go to the spider over here, this is one of the most interesting ones. We still don't properly have everything working here, but they actually changed the model of the missile. As you see, it's not the Iris-T anymore. It doesn't appear on the hanger, but if you fire the missile, apparently the model is an iDerby ER. Yes, the extended range of the Derby will be able to be launched from the Spider system, which makes sense, actually. It makes sense. So let's see if I can actually, using a custom battle, see if I can actually show this to you. So no, I don't think it's ready. This is supposed to be the Derby ER. I don't think it is, right? What is this? I don't know what this is, but it's definitely not a Derby ER. So although the model apparently is this, but I don't think that's the Derby ER. I don't think so, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is not a Derby ER. So yeah, but it has a different model of the missile. Let's wait and see what it's actually going to look like afterwards. But they are changing stuff, so that's cool to see, of course. And the last thing, guys, is that in various maps, they changed the spawn locations of aircraft. I think this is because of the AA systems, but look how far away it is, this spawn from the Alaska map. Look at this, 22 kilometers, 24 kilometers. So I expect these AAs to be much better than what they are right now currently, because if they were not, they wouldn't be doing this, which makes sense. I even think that it should be even further away. It should be like 30 kilometers. So that not only aircraft can have a chance, but AA systems can have a chance, man. The AA systems, they barely have a chance. They spawn in and they already have enemies with KH-38s being fired from like 10 kilometers, right? So yeah, it can be a problem. So this will help, I think, both more so the aircraft, but you get the point, right? So this was added for various amounts of maps, you know. So for example, Abandoned Town, Alaska, American Desert, RLC, Frozen Pass, you know, Second Battle of DATAMINE, all of them got these new spawns that you have for the aircraft, right? Which should help the matches, more or less. And holy mother, this F-5 does like to climb. I love this thing, man. Jesus, this is gonna be an aircraft that I want to get someday, you know. This is, oh my god, this is amazing. But yeah, guys, basically this is it. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, if you want to help the channel, link is in the description with PayPal, okay? And of course, if you want to help Xabi as well, link is in the description, sorry, for his coffee. So see ya, guys. Bye.